But right now we're talking about Hogfather, which is less like genocide.
And it's Christmas, so we don't know about it yet. No, that's not right. That isn't correct in the timeline of reality, but it's Christmas.
No,
so
that's like actually very. Yeah.
I corrected myself.
It's more
I know when the genocide. It's been
You know
But I
when
was
the
actually
genocide started.
talking more about
76
the
years.
genocide paradigm period. Like in
Not better.
abstract.
Wait, hey. It's Christmas. It's Christmas right now. We're recording on Christmas Day our Christmas episode about Hogfather. So no genocide.
God.
We've stepped away from our families for this.
Yeah. I don't even know those bitches. Actually, we always celebrate on a different day. We celebrated on Christmas Eve. I'm full up on Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I think I actually worked on Christmas.
No, you didn't. You were here recording
You're
this.
working right now. You're working right now. You're taking a break from work. Yeah, I had a full family Christmas on Christmas.
No, you didn't.
Full ass.
You paused for a moment to go talk about the Hogfather.
Exactly. I'm having a full.
Temporality is like collapsing.
Now, my family are around me, staying completely silent and staring at me while we're recording, and I want you to know that that's the situation I'm in.
If you hear any musical backing during this episode, it's actually an a cappella rendition by Mulch's family. So just really be prepared by that. Fuck! Hello, listener! And welcome to the Ankh-Morpork Historians Guild, where traditionally we rate and review each Discworld book in order. But today we'll be having a special Hogs Watch Christmas episode where we're rating and reviewing the Hogfather TV movie from 2006. I'm Purtis, and I use they, them pronouns.
My name is Mulch. I use they, them pronouns.
My name is Chio. I use she, her pronouns.
The odd man out.
Always the odd man out in the intros, actually.
I am being bullied for being cis.
This is the fucking trans agenda.
Every episode.
Can we get what's her face? Sorry, that joke would have been worked if I remembered the name of any TERFs off the top of my head.
J.K. Rowling? You forgot J.K. Rowling's name?
Oh yeah, I forgot J.K. Rowling.
I wish.
Forgot my
hey, stop! I wish I was used so fucking bad.
It's cis privilege forgetting who J.K. Rowling is.
Yeah, you privileged son of a bitch. Oh, hey, it's a weird episode. Yeah. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Anyway, we're doing this in anniversary of reviewing the 1 year anniversary exactly on Christmas of reviewing the Hogfather book, which we also reviewed exactly on Christmas last year.
God, was that last year?
You can check.
I almost felt like it was 2 years ago. It's been so long.
It was last year, yeah.
Hey y'all, did you know there's a lot of Discworld books?
There's a fuck ton of
I don't know if you guys noticed this. We've been doing this for a long time.
We just got a question on Monstrous Regiment, and I had to check how far away Monstrous Regiment is for us.
I mean, a lifetime, essentially.
Oh
I was a different person. I don't support anything that motherfucker said.
We're not there yet. We haven't done it yet. That was very funny. We have a good one next though, right? We have after we're doing Carpe Jungula right now, and then we have The Fifth Elephant. That's one of the.
Oh yeah, Fifth Elephant is a banger.
I know. I'm so excited for The Fifth Elephant. Yeah. Who gives a shit about vampires?
We'll talk about the vampire one next time. I have thoughts on it, but right now we're talking about Hogfather, and that was watching that was very fun for me. It was very nostalgic because I did watch this series as a kid. I think that my main translation problem with it was Susan's relationship with the kids, which, which is a little bit more uh, she's a little bit more like, believe in the Hogfather or you won't get presents in this one, which she's a little bit in the book, but she's like definitely trying harder to s- like she's like going on like random tangents instead to like avoid like directly threatening them about it. Um, where
I
she's
mean,
like, "Well, everything exists in some way in like, metaphysically," remember her little, like, speeches a speech thing? That was very funny to me in the book, and I wish they'd kept that in the movie, but
I
she's
felt
very
like,
direct in the movie.
if anything, it was like a little. Felt like the miniseries was almost like a little too faithful to the book.
Mhm.
yeah, there's a
Like it
couple of
was.
things that make it really hard to translate.
Yeah, yeah. I, um I will say, though, my last note on Susan talking to the kids like that, uh my partner Ingo did like basically say like I was bringing up this complaint to Ingo and Ingo was like, "Yeah, but she's hot, so it's fine." Which
I
I found
support
funny.
I support women's wrongs. Um, but yeah, no, I
We
think
would
what's
accept it.
interesting is not being able to hear their internal dialogue, right? Like, because
Yeah.
she did these things in the book, but there's a bunch of internal dialogue talking about what she really thinks, which just can't
Uh-huh.
happen in the movie. And so I totally agree with you, Gio, that like the translation is a little too faithful. They don't really change a lot of the dialogue to account for the fact that we can't see inside their skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the got kind of this weird thing where Discworld books read really fast. Like they're
Mhm.
very fizzy
Hmm.
and they whiz by.
Yeah.
But when you translate it so literally, it feels like on screen, it feels like slow.
Yeah, this thing is
Yeah.
really fucking long.
Yeah.
For what it is. This thing is
But not
fucking
just like,
3
it's not just the
hours.
length, it's like the pacing
Yeah, I agree.
feels
Pacing
wrong.
is
Yes, the
slow.
books are part of the reason why the Discworld books move so fast is because they've got like endless jokes.
Yeah. And
There's
that
like things happening nonstop, but because you don't have the prose writing in the show, um, you don't get that rapid pace.
I
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
think that this director slash writer really struggled to translate a lot of more humorous scenes into this, and he also
Yeah.
repositioned them within the story.
Mhm.
Like little bits, he repositions them, he tries to make them play, and they just don't play very well. Like the Bloody Stupid Johnson bathroom scene, I think is like the greatest example. It just doesn't super
Oh,
work in
yeah,
this movie.
yeah.
It feels like kind of a waste of time. And in the book, it is sort of a waste of time, but it's really fucking funny, so it's okay. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
delight.
Yeah.
And you learn so much about the world, and it sets the tone of the book you're about to read. It's really great. But it just doesn't work in this movie. And there are a ton of comedy scenes that just don't work as well here.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
for sure. It's definitely not as funny. Like, it is interesting. I think there are some scenes that did work. Like, I think the, like, Hex scene worked
Mhm.
really well in the movie. I liked how that was done, because I think, like, Hex's dialogue comes across really well in the same way, but there were a lot of comedy scenes that
Yeah.
really did not pull through.
The grotto scenes are all incredibly funny and done very, very well to this director's credit.
Mhm. Is that the mall?
Yes. Yes. Him and the
I think of those as the mall scenes for some reason. I know it's not actually a mall,
yeah,
but it's
the
a mall
No,
toilet.
it's
Santa,
like a
right? Like,
mall.
it's
Yeah, it's like a
yeah, it's
mall.
a mall.
I
It's
see
a
where you're
mall.
coming from.
I yeah, those were really good, and, like, the Nobby Knobs stuff was,
Fucking
like,
really good.
yeah, that actor did really good with that. That
I've
was so funny.
I felt across the board, pretty much every actor is really putting it in 100%.
Yeah.
Teyatame,
Oh, yeah.
Teyatame, whoo! I
Oh,
love that fucking dude. I love that
yeah.
man. He's in a couple of other
No,
things I really like, and oh, he puts in a good fucking piece here.
No, he did great. Yeah, he was like he was a really good choice for like how deranged that character feels.
He plays in Doctor Who, he plays Love and Monsters' main character. It's one of the lower rated new Who episodes, but I love it. I really enjoy it a lot. God, I really.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the new Doctor Who. I really want to see some of it. It's just hard to jump back into
No,
for
no,
me. Or
New
it's hard.
Who referring to the entire that season is in 2006, I think, 2007.
Oh,
Oh
I must have seen
wow.
that then. I know I recognize the actor. I know I recognize the actor, but I don't remember where he is in Doctor
Do
Who, but I
the
must have seen that then.
the Absorbaloff episode? He and his girlfriend gets trapped in some concrete, but they still have a sex life. It's
I don't remember that.
Russell T Davies made sure that we knew that they had an oral sex life. It's actually incredibly funny. People really didn't like it. I thought it was so funny. Um,
I yeah, I don't remember this.
it's a good
People
Was
episode.
are
it
I remember that back in 2006, people were really weird about sex in television.
Oh yeah, just back in 2006. Only then. What a nice world.
uh,
Yeah, I mean, it's also
um
Doctor Who ostensibly being a kids show and getting really gay at that point. It was,
yeah, yeah. Um Gosh, no, the actors did great though. I really like Tia Tame. I I really like the what's his name? Alf
Albert.
Albert.
Yes.
Albert. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did great. Like his expressions were like so funny
Yeah.
and like his little like V smile was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah. Really phenomenal. And the thing that really carries this fucking movie for me though, we have to give a total shout out. The fucking set design and the cinematography and the
Oh yeah.
style of this fucking piece is so good. Like what the
Yeah.
hell? Um
Oh, yeah, it was so good, and, like, it's so funny because it's like, I don't think they had a huge budget or anything, like, for that period of time, it looks so killer. God, I love the scene where she, like, walks through the snow and then all the snow, like, continues to fall afterwards. But she, like, makes the hole through the snow. I love all of the, like, city scenes where, you can kind of tell when it's a model and when it's a, like, cityscape, but it looks so good,
yeah.
and, like yeah,
It's
and, like,
really
even
good. So here's some fun facts because I was so astounded while watching it, I had to go look it up. I was like, "Who the fuck is doing this?" So the director of photography on this movie is also the same director of photography on Good Omens, which I thought you would really enjoy.
ooh,
Sticking
I
around,
do enjoy that.
I thought you would.
Yes.
Um, and the fucking production designer just does a bunch of like random little stuff. Just does a
Yeah.
bunch of random little stuff, but most funnily to me is that he was on the Adventures of Young Indiana Jones, which means that he also got
Oh,
Uh-huh.
automatically hired for the art department of Star Wars Episode 1 because I think every motherfucker.
Wow.
But he was just in the art department, but it's always funny to
Yeah.
see that on every single guy who worked on the Young Indiana Jones. That was the number one fucking thing
Yeah.
you could get on. Um
oh
Yeah.
my god.
So funny.
um
That's fantastic. I mean, obviously, I love like, how Good Omens is shot and,
yeah.
like, how it looks, like, I mean, Good Omens is my favorite thing, so, I'm biased, but also I'm right.
I
You
keep
know,
on hearing like weird screeching or like
that's what I'm.
is it my like headphones or
No,
is it the audio?
Mulch just screeched at us.
Did I screech at you?
Yeah, Mulch just shot a little screech out. This is really scary.
I don't like, with my mouth?
No, there's some portion of your technology is
Okay, okay, a technology thing happened, I see.
holy
Yeah.
shit. Were
Oh,
you ready to believe that you had just fucking screeched at us like, like normal?
Yeah, I do that sometimes, and then I don't remember until someone tells me.
The things you
You do
say
make
are
weird
so
noises.
intense right now. Did you know that?
It's normally when I'm reading fan fiction, is I'll make noises, and then Inga will be like, "What the fuck?" And I'll be like, "I'm sorry, they're being embarrassing to me." Or, like, they're making me joyful, they're making me feel an emotion, and so I had to, like, scream a little bit, it's like a throat noise. It's like what the twins make, like, the twins will just, like, screech a lot, and then I will also do that if I'm, like, not paying attention.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, good. Hey, let's give, I don't know. This is one of the things, I don't know. There's not a lot to say about this movie that you wouldn't say about the book. It's so faithful to the book that really
Mhm.
what makes it matter at all is this design standpoint.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know, this is one of those moments where I wish I could just show the listener. Which is that every fucking shot in this looks incredible. The set design is really astounding. Even the cheapest looking parts look really, really good. The only part of
Yeah.
its visual design that's really weak is that 2006 $10 fucking CGI they got all over this fucking thing.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
that's one thing, the CGI is very aged, the pigs,
oh yeah.
very CGI.
Just
Yeah,
get some
but
dolls, man. You could have done
they
better.
do listen, they do look disgusting, which I do appreciate
I
because I
do
think
too.
that was right for them. Um, fucking oh, I really liked the kids, like Twyla,
Yeah.
fucking, like, so unnerving as a child, and, like, that's perfect. Like, those lines from that kid, like, like, book lines coming from that kid work really well because she's just got it. She's just got the character. Like,
Yeah.
I like her a lot. And, like, she's not, like, a phenomenal kid actor, like, she's putting, like, no emotion into her performance, but that's right. Like
Yeah, feel like actually that's a lot of where the best child performances are.
Hmm.
mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just saying that because I was an autistic child. I think like a lot of childhood is just being kind of blanked out.
Jesus
You are saying
Christ.
this because you're an autistic child. As someone
Jesus
who works with
Christ,
kids, I
guys. I
know
mean,
this.
just every
Like,
fucking thing that comes out of your mouth is so goddamn diagnosable. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, I mean, as a child, I knew very little of the world. And so I was just like absorbing things just all the time, just sort of wandering around going, huh, that's a thing, I guess.
Yeah, this was also how I was as a child. As someone who works with kids, this is not how children are.
I love you guys
There
so
are a few
much.
children. There are a few kids who are like this, and it is our specific brand of autism. That is why they are like
Yeah.
this.
I was always
Kids
partying
are
with the
like
other kids. I had a great time. I was
yeah.
highly social. I was always doing stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
for most kids, like, are very vibrant personalities. Like, kids have the way these kids are in the film is unusual, but it is good.
it is good.
I don't
I
know,
think they did a very
yeah,
good job. I like them. The
yeah,
things you guys
yeah,
say, man, they make me
yeah,
worried. Um,
yeah.
oh, hey, can we give a shout out? Mr. Sidney in this movie, fucking Nigel Planer. It's really nice to see his actual face sometimes. You know, he's really got a great
Oh,
voice, but it's nice to see him.
who I saw him in the listing, I didn't know who he was playing. Who was he playing?
Mr. Sidney.
Which
The
one is that? What's
I think he was like the lock guy.
Mr.
Uh, is
That's
he?
Mr.
No,
Brown.
yeah, he's the. What do you call that fucking thing? It's got horses. No, it's got. He's the fucking goddamn motherfucking wizard. He's the wizard. There we go.
Oh, right.
Doesn't have horses
Oh,
in front of
he's
it. That's a different guy.
wait.
For frame of reference, Nigel Planer is one of the guys who read like a bunch of the audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original audiobooks, they're redoing them now, but the original
Blech.
ones, he
Yeah.
read a bunch of them.
No, they do need to deserve to be updated, and they're trying very hard. Blah blah blah. But yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
he's the wizard, and he does a very good
The
job.
the criminal team wizard?
Yeah.
Or a different one?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah,
him. He did good.
which explains why I associated him with, like, locks.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he
He
wasn't
he
the
was
locksmith, but he was one of
but
them.
he was the lock guy after the first lock guy was killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is too bad. I feel like you can't really make the Tooth Fairy's castle as unnerving as it is in the book. Like, the book just had such a vibe that I think they did a really good job in the palace, and I think it looks fantastic. I it's the same as, like, the kids painting, like, you can't really it's just not a vibe you can capture that is so distinct in the book.
It's
Um,
hard. In adapting an impossible space is like, it's always the part of adaptation that nobody likes, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's that, and they really tried so hard with the outside of the house, the
yeah,
child's painting that they have. They tried so hard. You can really feel it, and it
yeah,
looks really cool. It's not quite there. Same with
yeah,
Death's Domain.
yeah, yeah.
It looks really,
It's
really cool.
beautiful.
It's amazing
Yeah,
work. I wouldn't want I couldn't do it better in a million years. But
yes,
it lacks a certain sense of timelessness, of stillness that is a huge part of its existence on
yeah,
paper.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, and there are things like the book is just it's such a phenomenal book, and, like, you can't
Say, this is one of those movies where despite having a cast of almost entirely white men, they managed to make them distinct enough from one another that I could tell them apart, and that is frequently not the case. Like, I'm
I
watching Veep right
know.
now, and I cannot keep these fuckers straight.
No,
Whereas every
I have
guy in this
such a
show
hard
has
time
a
with it.
weird looking face. Yeah.
Like, and, like, the costuming is very distinct too, so, you can really tell these guys apart. I have a huge problem with that in a lot of shows, like, I have so many of these well, not shows because you get more time with them, but, like, movies, I have a lot of trouble, telling, like, like, young white actors apart.
Yeah.
The guys anyway, yeah.
Like, there are about 50 guys in Veep that have, like, dark brown hair and, like, are skinny.
I mean, you're cheating when you bring up Veep. It's impossible to watch that show. I don't know any of those motherfuckers apart from each other.
Getting to the point where I can, like, kind of tell the characters apart. I cannot attach names to faces 100% of the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I love that you can tell these characters apart. That's wonderful for me.
It's really nice. They do a really good job. The pacing's really bad. The set design's beautiful. The acting is really good. I don't have anything else to say about this movie that's intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I figured this would be a shorter episode because it's like a, an audiobook is like 8 to 10 hours. This movie was like 3 hours, right? Show or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um, so like there's less to go over. I mean, there's still there was like, though there are lines that still hit so fucking hard in this, and I think the two main ones just directly from the book, but I think that we should go over again just because they hit so hard, is, Death and Albert talking about, like, social economics, and then and just, like, the belief talk, the, like, what
Yeah.
like, even if I hadn't read the book and I just watched this movie as a kid, like, those would have hit so hard. It's that is, like, getting to the soul of Hogfather, of what it's about, and, like, like, those lines straight from the book hit so hard, worked well, I feel
Yes.
like.
Absolutely. And I mean, let's give credit. Ian Richardson gives an incredible voice to the most one of the best speeches that appears in any book, that belief speech. He does a
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal job delivering. And yeah, it's incredibly impacting. It's still one of the best
Oh,
speeches. It's incredible.
oh, it's fantastic, and their conversation, their interactions, God, fucking that speech, and then just Susan and Death in that last little, like, part of the movie, that conversation, and then being invited in, and then, like, the card and stuff, and Susan, like, clearly, like, unsettled, but, like, cherishing it.
Hmm.
That was I don't know, but every time that belief speech just hit so hard. It's, like, fundamentally changed who I am as a person.
Yes, reading it the
Um,
first time altered me.
yeah, yeah,
Um, this has
and,
reminded.
like
Oh,
sorry, just that I hadn't remembered the part of it that was, like, it can't be unless you lie to yourself about it. Like, that's how it becomes true, is you pretend it is, like, I don't know. I that's just the part that I hadn't remembered about it. I'd remembered the rest of it,
part is
but
seared into me.
it's yeah.
I think about it
Yeah.
a lot. Um, this does remind me though of the similar themed talk that happened in the book, but doesn't really happen in the same way in this movie, which is the poor matchstick girl. It's a very
Yeah.
short scene in this
Yeah.
movie. It's very, very quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and in the book, it's it's not as long as some of these other parts, but it's a decent little scene. I thought it was very interesting that they, of all the things to really mess about with on the book, they took it out. In some
Yeah.
ways, it is a lot
Yeah.
more intense than the other talks.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know. I was a little disappointed. It's still an affecting scene. I should be very clear.
Yeah.
It's still incredibly affecting, and it makes its point. But for an adaptation that is otherwise pretty fucking faithful, it feels strange
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
that is shortened.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also the, like, king, like, I got why, like, I got that it didn't fit that well to take, and I understand why they took out the, like, meal, the, like, feast
Oh,
scene.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, but, like, it's so fucking good in the book, and, like, it has such an important, like, point behind it where it is, like, you have to meet people where they're at. Like, you can't just like that's part of and that's really part of Alfred's side of things, where
Albert.
Alfred really understands that better
Albert.
than Death does. Death can't come in and meet this man in the same way that that noble did. Death has to come in and meet this man where he's at, and like, give to him what is actually important to him, instead of these, like, technically, like, more lavish things. I don't know. I
It
missed that scene.
I totally forgot about that. I do miss it as well. I will say, no single scene paints the difference between British and American people more than that. But but it is a very compassionate and very lovely scene that now that you say it, I do really miss actually.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
also it's a perfect balance to that socioeconomic conversation that they have earlier on.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I kind of miss about it, is because it's the other half of that, right?
Yeah,
Where, like, yes, it's true that these things are unfair, and, like, Death did the right thing in that scene, but also Alfred does have a really, like, better understanding of it in a lot of ways, and his, like, knowledge around it, real life is important to this conversation. That didn't come through in the movie.
I agree. Do y'all have anything else smart to say?
So I'm gonna end the episode here, folks. I'm leaving the rest of the recording, but, like, past this point, we're not talking about Hogfather anymore. We're talking about porn. We start talking about porn. Just stop here. It's okay. I was threatened into keeping the rest. Um, yeah, have a good night.
about the movie or just in general?
No, about the movie, very specific.
No, we can't
Actually,
start
let me
talking about
nail that
genocide
shit
again.
down. Yes. Do you have anything smart to say about the movie?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay.
If you'd like, you can
Uh,
force Mulch to join you on a genocide episode that you publish somewhere else. Or
No,
maybe
mostly I just
not at
wanna, like,
all.
I wasn't actually thinking of publishing, I just wanna, like, talk to you guys
I just don't want to commit
sometime.
yeah.
suicide tonight. It's just the thing. I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
do. I do.
sad.
I do miss talking to you guys too. We should schedule the book one soon and do it earlier, so just we have some more time to like also
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, we could
So
also
we
hang out
should, like,
together at my house sometime. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
go
we
we
see a
should
could.
try that sometime.
movie. I have this big old house and there's nothing in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
have y'all haven't seen The Boy and the Heron, right?
I saw it.
Is it still
Yeah,
in theaters?
I
No,
Oh, you
haven't
did
there's
see it.
no
seen
Oh
it
yeah, I
yet.
theater.
remember.
I haven't seen a movie in theaters in, like, ages.
Oh, good. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
you
we'll
got on a
take you to
genocide
something really
kick.
shitty, man. You want to go see Madame Web, Sony's latest spider flick, starring of all people Dakota Johnson.
Oh, that looks fucking terrible. It's
It
got
looks
Sydney Sweeney in it, and she is a fucking smoke show, though.
oh my god, it looks really, really fucking bad. Alternatively, I will
Uh,
say the Bob Marley One Love movie is looking like it's. I don't know, man.
I
I
do
don't know
not want to
about
watch
that.
that.
oh, so even if The Boy and the Heron's out of theaters, though, it is coming to Central Cinema, and we could go like have a meal and watch Boy and a Heron.
Ooh, yeah, we should do that.
I would watch Boy and the Heron again. I have such mixed feelings about it right now, and I would like to see it again. I'm all over the. I
Yeah,
really
I
like.
I
I
have
should be clear. I really like it. I'm not an idiot.
yeah, that's I have some mixed feelings about it too. I really like it too. I there's and obviously we should wrap up this episode and not talk about Boy and the Heron, but
Oh
like
yeah, God
I
forbid somebody
don't
sits and listens to this for too long. That would be Jesus
I
Christ. Hey, listen. Hey, but listener, we got to make it to about 40 minutes. That's why you can listen to our book review and this at the same time as a kind of commentary, like one after the other over the movie. So we're trying to hit that
yeah,
3 hour mark. So you get the
yeah,
feeling, right, of watching a movie and there's some asshole talking behind you. Just
yeah,
like a
yeah,
lot
exactly.
about the
Exactly.
book.
Yeah,
With these
yeah.
TV movies, I think it's
Um
really sad to not get that kind of experience you would have at a normal, movie theater.
mhm.
So we're giving that to you. That's our gift to you, the listener.
Gosh.
Anyways, other movies.
Um
If we had infinite time, I
but
would love to do a double feature of fucking Ponyo and The Boy and the Heron because I really want
oh,
to think about this movie in relation to other movies that he's made. And if I do
yeah.
The Wind Rises and then this movie, I'll just cry too hard and shrivel up like
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
I
Um,
I think this movie is interesting 'cau I think that The Boy and the Heron was interesting because I liked it so much, considering the fact that I actually really hate when, like, when kids are pressured into calling people their parents that they don't wanna call their parents. Like, it's so common, and I think it's wrong. Um, but I loved this movie. I loved Boy and the Heron.
you're very funny. I mean, you're right, but also it's a very funny thing to say about this. Um,
Yeah.
Gotta say, Curtis, I actually found some rather good horse mask Tumblr memes, since I think go kinda hard.
I mean, share with the class. This episode's about force masking now. Hey,
Yeah,
this one, it ends in a force mask ASMR, so get ready for that.
your body
I don't
craves
know if I should keep this
testosterone
in a
the same way a good dog yearns to lay down its life for its owner. Stop begging and show me your teeth.
I mean, see, that's really good, but is it force mask? This is my problem. This is my problem. Right? You look at force fem and stuff. It's not like, hey, it would be really cool to take estrogen. It's like, I'm going to make you take estrogen, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to turn you into some weak thing or whatever the fuck. Right? What you said is a great testosterone aspiration. In fact, it could be our fucking thumbnail, all right? It's great. I really like it. But it's not force mask. And I could force mask boys. I will force mask boys. I might
Should I
force
keep
mask a
this in the
girl.
episode? Like, I'm really wondering.
We
I'm really
have to
wondering.
hit that 40 minutes.
Carve a man out of this decaying corpse.
Oh, good. Very good. Again, just kind of affirmations.
True.
Yeah.
Like
It goes
tough
hard.
They go hard and they're very masculine, and I like that.
Destroy something beautiful. Start with yourself.
Really hot.
Is
Really,
this all
really
in the
hot.
is this all in the force mask tag?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is this all in the
I'm browsing Force Mask on Twitter right now.
Our own fucking podcast is just so boring that you've pulled up Twitter and started searching the tag. Jesus Christ. Oh
Okay,
my
see,
god.
what
Oh,
happened
Jesus Christ.
that
we're
I
so
actually
fucked.
I watched the series like a little while ago and it totally slipped through my brain, so I don't really remember it very well.
Do you want to see another
Hogfather?
Yeah.
another banger
I
image?
felt like
Okay. Really quick, guys, let's end the episode real quick.
No. This is an episode about Force Mask. Okay?
Okay.
That's what this is about now. Hey, we said all we need to say about Hogfather. We need
I'm cutting
5
us
more.
off. I'm cutting us off.
We need 5 more. No.
Okay.
We need 5 more minutes of content so that you can loop together the Hogfather book
Okay.
episode and the Hogfather TV movie episode perfectly to create a full commentary for the Hogfather movie.
Well, I do have like
I
other
will
things
turn
to cut
you
out of
from
this
a girl
episode.
into a man, just like I turned my puppy into a dog.
It's
I
really
have a
good.
feeling you will bite less.
That's really good, actually.
I will hold you down and force you if I must. Untrained mutts can still be good boys. Even if you don't know it yet, you will learn.
Oh yeah, that's in the episode. Oh yeah.
I fucking guess. Y'all, I fucking guess it is. I look at how far we've come. The first like episode, I think I edited out you talking about cocaine, and now I'm gonna let this shit slide.
Well, cocaine illegal. Force masking boys is encouraged by God.
Oh, speaking of God, God may have made you a girl, but you wouldn't be the first to fall.
That's very that's very good. One second.
If God's
I'm
plan
gonna
was
read some
for
of
us
these.
to be women, let us leave the garden together. Next time
So
you see
send
a
me
girl in the mirror, shatter it. Build a man from its fragments.
one of these. I want to read one.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, again, I'm looking at it. A lot of these affirmations, some of them are on the right track, but just not all the way there. Look at this. It's not all the way there. This isn't force mask.
Through blood you came into this world. Through blood you will be reborn.
Fuck, that one's really good, but again, it's just an affirmation. Your soul yearns for salvation. Your mind yearns for control. Your body yearns for men. Really good. Oh,
But it's just
fuck. Wait,
it's
this is
just
just
being
a
trans. Like it's
this is just a banger image across a fucking board. Holy shit.
put your hands in my wounds.
Oh,
Transfiguration is best done with a knife.
I love transgenderism.
Yeah. God, we really are fucking trans, huh? Except for Michi. But Michi's cool.
man, I'm being bullied for being cis today, aren't I?
Down with cis.
I said
Down
you were
with
cool.
cis. Hey,
Don't let them
this
bleach
yellow
your yellow pillow.
this yellow pillow one is really upsetting.
Don't let them bleach your yellow pillow. So misshapen and so beautiful. A mockery of the self.
Yeah, that one is so strange.
The hunger inside of you sits right where your heart used to be. One day you will be yourself again, and then you will feast. Not
Hmm.
getting the inflection on these rights.
Tag for an image that goes hard as fuck. This is really good, but
The vial will be your chalice. Oh,
do you want me to do this one?
the kryptonite? Yeah, you do this
Scipionate.
one.
The vial will be your chalice, the scipionate, a sacramental blood. You will become the body we all gather around to consume.
Be what you have always been. Modify your chrysalis vessel. Emerge from the seed as a new man.
Hey, it's really important that we all know, listeners, listener, that one's over fucking Will Graham from hit TV show Hannibal. Having a death orgasm of some kind.
Yeah, yeah. One of these is on over Elliot Page.
I mean, that's just right. The way they've changed
Yeah.
the fucking words so that Elliot Page is peering through it is really fucking funny. Um,
I don't know who these two other guys are. One of these is like a gay vampire, and one of these is like a bloody man.
I mean, I think one of this is just a random trans mask model.
Yeah. That's the gay vampire, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And then this one is something I recognize. I mean, the computer enhance. I think that's Will Graham.
Again.
Yeah.
As it turns out, there's like huge crossover between trans fags and Hannibal fans.
What? I mean, that's
Curtis, who has said
that,
repeatedly that they can't watch the Hannibal show because they'd go like horny insane.
I can't. I would
Destroy
go. I
something
would go.
beautiful.
I
Start
would.
with
I would lose
yourself.
him. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, you would, and I want to watch, so you should do it.
Hey, this one. This one's onto something.
You read this one.
Dogs are given names so they can be told what to do. Your old one fits you anyway.
Oh, damn.
Really good. Now this is on the right track. But do you see what I'm saying? These are affirmations. This isn't force masking. There's no force happening here.
Yeah, this is like seduction.
This is affirmations. It's nice. You know, make these for yourself. I think that's great. This is not kink. I need force mask. It needs to be erotic and sexual, and critically, it needs to have force, a directionality. None of these have directionality. This is just masturbation fuel. That's not a kink.
Wait, what?
That's just a lazy day.
It's gonna be a weird one.
I'm really tired. Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
everybody. I'm
Merry
really
Christmas, everybody.
really glad Moltz's family could sit around and hear all of this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gather.
No, my father listens to some of these. To be clear, my father listens to some of these. He might hear
Oh,
this.
boy.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll work on him.
Oh, boy.
Hey, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude, for that crack at you. Sorry,
I
King.
don't even understand that. I don't even understand that crack, actually.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I was getting too much practice at the force mask thing. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, our powers combined. Mulch, your ability to write. Me with my ability to be horny. Chio with your incomprehensible level of knowledge of porn. Just like an astounding knowledge of porn. I think we could really bring it together and create some force mask. I mean, we could change the world. We could bring force mask into the mainstream together.
I'm always thinking about the types of porn I want to bring mainstream.
And force mask, it could be on there. And just think, you know, you're a lesbian now. How fucking funny would it be to be into force mask? I mean, you can also give us diversity. You know, we'll get butches in, stuff like that. But, you know, really good.
I'd be like ruining my own life.
I mean, you can get butches. You don't like a little butch
Do you like
carabiner?
butches? True.
I want y'all to know that I've had to shit this whole time.
Why do you,
Oh,
what is
God.
up, my man?
I just didn't want to leave because, like, I was having such a good time,
Hey, normally these
but I
episodes are
should
like
probably do
2
this.
hours and 15 minutes long. What did you? This is our shortest one. I mean, except for the last continent,
I've
but
been
that's barely even
I've
a
been a
book.
little bit in pain this whole time.
Jesus Christ, man! Why
I
didn't
should
you take your
probably go.
30-minute shit at the same time as Chio? I hate this episode,
I didn't
guys. I
think
think
it would go this long.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I think this might be our worst one yet.
It's true. It probably is.
Hey, leave this in. If I hear you cut this, I'm gonna be really listener. This is hey listener. This is our worst one. This is our worst
Yeah.
one. I'm sorry. Hey, sometimes you do a bad one, okay? We did a lot of bad ones, but sometimes you do a really bad one. And this is one of the really bad
No.
ones. And I'm not totally sorry, because you should be, at this point, slightly more masculine than when you started. And that's really cool for you, probably. Hopefully.
There's
Jesus.
definitely gotta be a way to. Yeah, I think you could marry Force Mask and Erotica really easily.
I'm constantly, yeah. In my head. All the time, actually.
I'm always thinking
Too much.
how we should, like, we need to bring Erotica mainstream again.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. I gotta leave. But
Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
listener, good night. Sorry about this one. Next time we'll be doing Carpe Jugulum. Probably exactly on Easter, if I had to guess.
I don't even know when Easter
Unfortunately,
is.
that seems like likely.
And you might be saying, listener, 3 months to read a book? Yep. I have no excuse. Took us 2
Yeah.
months. Took us 2 months
I'm
to
currently
watch a
in
movie.
the throes
So.
of obsession, so like everything else is kind of like hard to concentrate on.
Obsession with men, am I
Yeah.
right? Am I right?
Genocide.
No.
Genocide. We know it's genocide.
I
We know
know,
it's
yeah.
genocide.
I really don't want it to be genocide.
Ah,
It's genocide.
it's genocide. Okay,
Well,
okay,
listener,
okay.
for me,
Goodbye,
it's
goodbye.
men.
I love you.
I love you too.